So with the barbell back squat, you get the bar on your back, whether you're doing high or low bar, personal preference to you. Feet parallel to unwrap, keep that upper back nice and tight as you step back into your ideal squat stance. Big breath in, pull the bar down into your back, sit into your depth, strong stand up. On the stand up, think to drive your upper back into the bar. You want your feet flat. Good cue there is to think to spread the floor with your feet. Now, if you are at home with no barbell, you can do a dumbbell goblet squat. Dumbbells at your chest. Keep that torso upright, core strong. Sit into that depth. Spread the floor with your feet. You can increase the reps here depending on the weight of your dumbbell. So with the barbell hip thrust, you want to think to be fast off the floor, reach that full hip extension, strong lockouts, all reps. At the lockout, you want to think to have your ribs down or your ribs to your hips. Strong core, you can think to flex your core. We're going to work resets here where you come to that full dead stop, fast off the floor, squeeze, full lockout. Always aim for that full hip extension. Now, if you are at home with no barbell, you can do a banded, higher rep dumbbell hip thrust. Band above the knees, pushing the knees out against that band. Full hip extension at the top, squeeze your butt. So with the dumbbell RDL, you're holding your dumbbells in your hands, hips reach back, keep that spine nice and neutral. You're going to take the dumbbells as low as you can on your shins while keeping that back nice and flat. You want to bias more glute, you can bend more at the knee. Bias more hamstring, you can keep just a soft knee. All hamstrings, lower glute. So with the prone hamstring curl, you're gonna lay flat on the machine, driving your hips into the pad. Drive your heels to your butt. Keep that tempo on that eccentric relatively controlled. Don't let the weights fall. Should feel all hamstrings here. And if you are at home, you can place a resistance band above your ankles there. You're gonna lay flat on the floor. We're gonna do a prone curl this way. Flex your feet, drive your heels to your butt, push your hips down into the floor. Depending on the resistance of your band, you can go 20 plus reps. Focus on feeling those hamstrings. So with the heel elevated goblet squat, your heels are on small plates, the rest of your foot driving into the floor. Goblet squat, you're holding the weight at your chest. You're gonna sit deep into that squat. Goal is to keep your torso as upright as you can. Pushing your knees out in line with your toes. Strong core, strong stand up. So with the leg extension, you're gonna lock your legs tight into the machine, sit up tall, drive your legs up. You can squeeze, pause, contraction at the top, feeling those quads work. Full knee extension at the top of each rep. Should feel all quads here. The cable kickback, you'll have your ankle cuff around that working leg ankle. We're gonna do the scoop method to where you start with that bottom knee bent and your working leg knee bent. Kick straight back. Hit that full hip extension at the top and a nice squeeze. Keep that core strong for minimal movement through that torso. We're focusing on that working glute. Now you can kick straight back and keep your hips square, or you can slightly externally rotate that back hip and turn that foot outward. Whichever way that you feel more glute, work it that way. You're gonna work sets of 15 reps here. Keep the tempo controlled, working that scooping method. In and scoop, straight out and squeeze. 15 reps on each leg. Now, if you are at home with no cable set up, you can do the same movement with a band. So we're still scooping. Just place your foot at the edge of that band, hit that squeeze at the top. You can go 15 plus reps on each leg. So with the cable lateral kickback, you have the ankle cuff on this back working foot. You're hinging forward a little bit, that foot reaches behind, and then it reaches out and back. You want your foot flexed and your toe facing down as you kick back and reach laterally. You should feel this top of the glute here. We're gonna go 15 reps on each leg. If you're at home with no cable, you can do the same movement with a band. You'll place the band around your ankle, start it behind your leg, drive it out. Same technique, flex that foot, flare the toe down towards the floor. We're working that upper outer glute here. 15 plus reps on each leg.